on the Progressive School of Rock stage, left a lucrative career in the hair products industry to begin building motorcycles. He now comes to us with his luxurious locks and his beautiful bikes for a little show and tell. Give it up for the lovely Roy Martin! Come on down. How's it going, man?
How are you?
Told you had pretty hair. My brother's got that same haircut. That's awesome, man.
Simple and clean.
Simple and clean, man. Simple and clean. He used to pick on me when we were growing up because my dad went bald real early. And he would say, you look so much like Dad, you're going to lose your hair. Now I pick on him all the time because I have to get this thinned out every time I get it cut. Makes him mad. So. Anyway, Roy, man, we just met this weekend. We've never had the pleasure of meeting, so I'm looking forward to getting to know you a little bit right now and to have some other folks get to know you as well. So what's the name of your shop?
It's Roy's Toys Customs.
Roy's Toys Customs. And where are you located?
We're located out of Denver, Colorado.
Out in Denver, man, all right. I was just out in Denver first weekend in December, and I got to see a little parade downtown there that night. That's a nice place. Got my hair cut at Floyd's, right there by my hotel. It was cold out there, though.
It's cold.
Yeah, you guys, that's brutal out there. And it was warm when I was out there. I'm from Georgia, but I was like, no, it's not warm out here. They said it was warm for them. So yeah, you came a long way from Denver. How long does it take you to get here from Denver?
It was 800 miles, and you know, with the weather, we had some nasty snow in Amarillo, so about 15 hours.
15 hours, man. Well, I'm glad you're here,
Thank you.
And I'm glad to meet you. Roy's Toys Customs. Now, you didn't pop out of the womb with the Roy's Toys Customs, and so where I like to start with everybody is I always want to find out, when did you fall in love with motorcycles? How old were you when you were like, man, motorcycles are cool?
At a fairly young age, started out with the little mini bikes and kind of worked our way up from there. Probably about 7, 8 years old.
7, 8
like
years old.
Yeah.
So your parents kind of encouraged it. They didn't discourage it.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, that's awesome. Now, what was the first street bike you remember riding?
The first street bike was a Honda 350.
A Honda 350 Dream?
Yes.
Yes. All right, man. Man, I tell you what, do you still have it?
No.
Man, if you did and it was in good shape, that thing would be worth a fortune right now.
Absolutely.
People love those things. Honda 350 Dream. How did you end up with it? I mean, did you just want that bike, or how old were you?
Yeah, I was still in high school, so it was just one of those bikes that, could afford at that time.
All right. Was it new?
Used.
A used Honda 350 Dream. And so you were, as soon as you got your license, you were on a bike.
Absolutely. I got my license when I was 16.
Golly, man, that's cool. Yeah, my parents let me build. They said, if you want a bike, you got to build a bike. So I built the bike, and then they said, but you can't ride it. Once, because I didn't think I'd build it. And then I built it, so I had to sneak around on the stupid thing. So, but that's awesome, though. 16, parents encouraging to let you get a bike when you got your driver's license. You were the coolest kid in town, weren't you?
Absolutely.
Holy moly, man. I bet all the girls were after you. Now, did you grow up in Colorado?
Yes, I did.
Okay, with Denver?
Denver, yeah, Denver metro area.
Okay,
yes.
That's cool. So what's the riding season like out there?
Well, typically, you got 300 days of sunshine out there, so.
Okay. Well, that's not bad. So
a little chilly, we're looking, when we head back, of course, it's going to be in the 60s.
Yeah, well, it's unpredictable there for sure. The company that I work for has an office in Boulder, and so I get out there every once in a while. Beautiful out there, but no, it snows too much for me. I can't handle it. Now, Roy's Toys Customs, what do you specialize in? What is it that you do?
Can build, anywhere from, just minor customization, maintenance to, full frame up.
So you were one of the guys, like we've got some guys like Larry Moore, for instance, with Moore's Customs. He was just up here a little earlier today. He doesn't do service. He doesn't do oil changes. He doesn't do any of that stuff. If a customer comes and says, hey, this is what I'm thinking about doing with my bike, and if he's interested in it, he'll do. But you're a full-blown shop.
Yeah,
you do it all.
Yes.
You'll sell boots and helmets and gloves, and I mean, you do it all. So.
We do it all.
All right.
Whatever the customer wants. I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta provide that service.
Yeah. So all right. Now, how long have you been in business? How long has Roy's Toys been around?
Been working on the bikes for 20 years this year.
20 years.
20
All
years.
Right. Now, you get out of high school. I mean, was this your passion? You just always knew that you were going to have a bike shop? Was that the first thing you did, or was there? How did you get into owning a custom motorcycle shop?
Yeah, I mean, it started off. I was worked in a machine shop for 21 years. Did precision engine balancing, so I balanced all the rods, pistons, crankshafts. So I got it started at that stuff at an early age, at 18. Worked there 21 years, and then I had this drive where I wanted to build the customs, and I got into the car world. I started building a lot of hot rod cars and traveling the circuit that way. And then at 40, I had a total career change.
Really? So at 40, you said, that's it, we're going?
Well, yeah, and at 40, I did two things. I got the bike shop going, and then I went into law enforcement.
Into law enforcement?
Yes.
At 40 years old?
At 40.
Holy moly. Now, what do you do in law enforcement?
I'm a patrol sergeant.
A patrol sergeant. Oh, man, if I'd have known that, man, Jeff, you didn't tell me that. A patrol sergeant. No, what made you at 40 years old decide to go in law enforcement?
I just had that drive and that passion that, I wanted to work in law enforcement. I got the opportunity to go to motor school, so, I was riding a Harley at work, getting paid for it.
Oh, man, that's cool. That's all right there. So you do ride year-round. I mean,
yes.
You're out there all, man. I see, when we were in D.C., I saw some motorcycle cops out there, and it was cold, and I was like, damn, man, that is not the job for me. But they just stood there. Of course, they're probably frozen. I don't think, they might not have been able to move, but they, so you do both then. You've got Roy's Toys Customs, and you do full-time law enforcement. Man, that is quite a challenge. You got a plate full there.
I got a plate full, but I enjoy it.
What kind of hours are you able to do at the shop?
I put in typically with, working around at my shop, usually 40 hours in addition to working 40.
Now, so law enforcement, you get a shift that you're at night, I guess.
I typically work afternoons, so start 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I work till 9.
Oh, man, and so then they're up early the next morning at work doing the Roy's Toys.
Yes.
Man, you and Rick Fairless ought to hang out together, man. That's the kind of schedule. He was telling me earlier today, he gets up at 2:45. He's got 5 businesses, and every day he counts the money at every one of them. So he gets up at 2:45 in the morning, and he closes the bar down every night. I don't know what do you sleep, man?
Not much.
Just driven by passion for it, huh? Now, you, how long the shop? You opened the shop what year?
20 years ago, 1994.
1994. Oh, man, you and he do have a lot. He started his shop in 95. Strokers, man.
Yeah.
How about that? Now, you opened the shop and wanted to be involved in custom bikes. What kind of bikes, how has your bike building changed from then to now?
Oh, like I say, I'm building them from the ground up. So, I just finished the latest one that's out here is the rump roast bike.
Right.
So 300 tire in the back, 26 in the front, and built that one from the ground up.
Okay.
And just trying to each year, improving and getting a better skill set.
Yeah, very good. So you started off kind of customizing bikes, and now you've moved to ground up.
That's correct.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Wow, that's aggressive. And which bike do you have? Where is your bike located?
So second row over here, you see the kind of the greenish one.
Yep.
The one behind the orange one, it's orange and purple.
Right.
That's rump roast.
Okay.
And then you go back down to the next row, built the Beelzebub bike, the black bagger.
Yeah.
And then you go around the corner and I built the steel tattoo bike. Built that one 10 years ago.
Wow, you're still showing it?
Yes, 10 years ago that bike was built.
That's awesome. So now, are those your personal bikes?
These two are, and the other one belongs to a friend.
Customer.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, that's awesome. Now, what's your next big thing? What are you looking at? What is Roy's Toys Customs? What's your next thing?
I'm just trying to, continue to grow the business. It's family run. My family backs us. My wife Christy right here. Been married over 30 years. Now I got the kids involved. I got the grandkids involved.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Youngest being
growing.
7.
You growing your own workforce. That's awesome.
Sir.
Yeah, man. Well, that's exciting, man. Well, Roy, it's exciting to meet you. You got beautiful bikes.
Thank you.
And a good reputation. I've been talking to, man, people like you. Maybe they don't know you're in law enforcement, though.
Maybe.
That could be why. So, well, Roy, I tell you what, you're one of a kind of guy, man. I'm going to be telling this story all over the country. I can't wait to tell folks, man, I met this cat at 40 years old, changed his whole world. That's amazing. So that's really good. Well, Roy, I appreciate you taking a little bit of time out of your day coming to the Progressive School of Rock stage, sharing yourself with us. And I look forward to seeing you again next year, man.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming up, man. All right, buddy. Give Roy a big hand.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Roy.